night 3 on Ile de Re, and our dinner is what we like to call lemony sardine pasta, which is very easy to make or cooked in one pot. Smells amazing, tastes amazing. The only thing is that the wildlife likes the smell of it. However, we put so much citronella on, I think it's balancing out. So this is why I will never be able to speak French, because we're having lapin on lapin.
Yeah.
Which is the rabbit on bread. Lapin on lapin.
Lapin sur le pain.
See, it's the same. How can you understand that? It's evening 4 of 5 on Ile de Re. So this is the island that we said we wouldn't come back to because we just can't get on with the beaches. Either the beaches are very busy or they're quiet because they're rocky.
And the cycle waves are very busy.
Yes.
And the roads are very busy.
There's that song about 10 million bicycles in Beijing or something, but I don't think they're in Beijing because they're here. Is it 10 million? I don't know. There's a song. Yeah, it's crazy busy. Today we walked into Ars, and I actually really liked it. It's a very pretty village. It's very well kept. All the houses are immaculately painted white, and they've got very pretty flowers shooting up from everywhere. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. So I do like the island in that respect, but I just can't forgive the beaches because we come here for a beach holiday, and I don't want busy beaches. I want quiet ones, and I don't want there to be rocks. So that's why we like Ile de Re, which is the neighbouring, much bigger island. So I don't think it's always a case of smaller and more intimate. It's not like that at all. And there was a news article in the UK a couple of weeks ago about how Ile de Re is Paris on sea, and you can actually see. You can look at people and think, oh, they're Parisians, and the prices, the market prices, I think, are to match. when Tony was looking at something earlier, I said, ask for the Oleron price. So yeah, we're here because it was
available.
It was available, yeah. But Oleron would always be my choice. We're walking into town on our last day on the Ile de Re, and I'm not sure if that's a campsite there. It's 10:30 in the morning and there's some dreadful music and entertainment going on, so I'm really glad we're not staying there. That's why we like Huttopia.
Oui, ça se fait sur Landes Sud. Mais c'est un drame. Si c'est un gâteau. Necessities in French.
Look, I can see any people, so who's it for? Anyway, that's church, that's where we're walking. It's just started to rain, so we're going to have a very long walk around the supermarket until it stops. Why have you done that?
Because I want to eat the cakes. You only let me eat the cakes in blue and greenies on top of them.
I don't think we've videoed Bluey and Greenie before, but it's become a ritual. Last Easter, I think it was, when we were in Normandy, we were cycling around a little village on Easter Sunday and stopped to buy some little Easter cakes, and these chicks were on top. And since then we've made it a tradition that every time we have cakes in France, they have to stand on top. And sometimes, like today, we justified buying cakes because it would make Bluey and Greenie happy. So, there goes our diet, but at least we've got some happy chicks. A very beautiful VW van here, and it's got Corsica and Sardinia ferries stickers. So we're missing a Corsica Ferries 2023 sticker now because we haven't gone to Corsica. Although, well, I'm a little bit sad that we didn't go and get a sticker. Also, I believe it's around about 40 degrees there, so kind of glad we didn't. Right, so it's our last day on Ile de Re. Tomorrow we are moving on to Landes Sud, which is a 4-hour drive. But before that, we've still got a nice sunny day, and we're going to the beach. I thought I'd just illustrate what I mean, or what we were talking about last night, about the beaches being rocky. So it's lovely and sandy, you can sit in the sand and whatever, but if you want to go in the sea, there's just all these rocks, and that's the same all over the place, apart from a few sandy beaches which are just really stupidly busy. Hello, it's Thursday morning. We are leaving Ile de Re. It's 7 a.m. When we were arriving on the island, the queue to leave was ridiculous, stretching almost back to the tip of the island where we are. And we don't want to get involved in that nonsense, so we're leaving very early. It's 4 hours and 1 minute to our next site, which is Huttopia, Landes Sud. So we're travelling south along the Atlantic coast. Should be there before midday. We are now in Landes Sud, which is I'm editing that out if I look fat. Yeah. It's in Aquitaine, apparently. No, don't quote me on that. I just quoted you. It's in France. We're in France. So we arrived here about 11:15, I think. We've got it into our heads that we have to get to the campsites before their receptions close for lunch between 12 and 2. I think that's because our experiences are often out of season when that is the case, and I don't actually think that receptions are closing in peak season because they need to rent bikes to people and all sorts of things to make money. Anyway, so we are in Landes Sud. We're here for 7 nights. We didn't do much today really because the beach is about an hour and a half cycle, so we didn't want to do that at that time of day. We will do it tomorrow, and so we had a mooch. We've been had a little paddle in the stream. Didn't know there was a stream here because this is the second time we've been. We didn't know that there was a river you could swim with. Right, we are having stifado for dinner. And it smells amazing. On the way we stopped at an Intermarché. I'd rather go to Lidl, but you can't buy Rochi Mazet in Lidl. You can get it in Super U and Intermarché. So we went to Intermarché, stocked up on things in case we couldn't get to a supermarket for the rest of the week. So we've got 3 chorizo rings and tinned potatoes and all sorts of things. But I think we can get to a reasonable supermarket. Not much out of our way on our cycle home from the beach. What are you eating? beach in Landes. Took about an hour and a half probably to cycle here. Didn't remember the way most of the time. I'm not sure that we arrived here by the most optimum route. Maybe I'll have a better start at getting home, and then we'll know better for tomorrow. No mobile signal here, so it's Kindle all day. So we are back at the campsite, and it's 5 to 7 at night. We went to the supermarket, which is a little bit more out of our way than we really wanted, so we're going to do what we said we weren't going to do and put food in our tiny little fridge. It's only big enough for 6 cans of beer. Because tomorrow we're going to have bolognese, and today we're going to have paella. Bonjour. Bonjour. What's happening?
It's raining.
I just said it was going to rain, and Tony said, "Shall we put the other side on?" So we were midway putting that on when it rained a lot on us. It's supposed to rain for about 3 hours today. Should be finished by about 12 o'clock. Then it's going to be cloudy, so we might go for a walk. Anyway, no rush because I've got coffee and crème au chocolat.
Really raining now.
It doesn't usually rain on our holidays because we never book stuff and we go where the weather's going to be good. But we booked everything this holiday, so we're here rain or shine. So anyway, we are going to go for a walk. We've got our wet gear on, dry bag to keep stuff dry. Yeah, so we're just going to explore instead of go to the beach. I think we've been probably walking for an hour and a half.
So yeah?
It's just pine forest everywhere you look, and these lovely ferns and this pink heather. Beautiful. Right, we've reached civilization, the little town of Lyon. We cycled here on our first afternoon, and there was a market just picking up. Hopefully we will see it in full swing today. Also, we weren't planning on shopping, but now we can, so we'll probably get some meat for dinner, and maybe some cheese to go with the baguette. And I'll wait outside in case they burst into flames. What have we done?
Bought wine, a baguette, and pate.
For
Look.
We came prepared for a picnic. We bought cutlery and cups and a corkscrew, which is handy because we're going to try Rochi Mazit Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sort of hiding with these people. In case you're not allowed to drink in the park, I don't know.
It's France.
Oh yeah.
It's probably compulsory to drink in the park.
Cheers.
It's quite similar in taste actually. It's got the vanilla.
Yeah, it's a bit more, slightly more bitter, but tangy. Not smooth.
You want tangy when you're nearly a tank. Anyway, Rochi Mazit. Walking back home now in a Rochi Mazit haze. What did I say? Rochi Mazit? Rochi Mazit. Rochi Mazit haze. You just made me pronounce French right. So all afternoon I've been saying, can we go in the river and just walk up river all the way back home, and Tony said no. So we've walked the paths and then some road towards the end, and then we took a shortcut into some woods. And it looked like private property, and we probably shouldn't have been there. So anyway, then we came to a dead end, and rather than walk back through what might have been private property, we've Indiana Jonesed our way through the undergrowth and past across 3 rivers. And we're completely soaked, and I've got gouged by prickles and all sorts of things, and I'm just going to go and have a shower in all my clothes as soon as I get home. What's making that noise?